The cult of personality. Okay.
And it's recording?
Yes, we're recording.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, ready to go.
Greetings, every people. This is your cult of personality. ToonKriticY2K's name 2 is the name of my game. I love saying that so fast because it makes me feel good. Hello, welcome to Ponyville Ciderfest, and welcome to our first impressions of today's episode. Well, it's not actually today. This video is probably going to go up later, but oh well.
Today for us.
Today
You
for us.
botched up. You botched up. You botched up.
Wash your face in 5 seconds. I will. So yeah, today's episode was the main attraction. It was Amy Keaton Rogers' final episode. You were saying before, I think?
She left on a high note, no pun intended.
Pun was
She
so
did.
intended.
It's not intended, it's just so fitting.
It is a very good episode.
So, Josh, you said you wanted to recap?
Alright, so, apparently
We have
there's...
not introduced everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, that might be a
wow.
good idea.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you know me. I'm Toon Critic. We got Josh. We got Nikki. We got Viva. I'm a Toon Link Rivery.
Reverie.
Reverie.
Okay, I got it right the first time.
Toon Link.
And Undercover Brony John Small.
Hello.
Okay, so now let's try this again. Recap.
Okay, recap. So, apparently there's a charity concert going on in Ponyville. Topical.
Yeah, given what's going on.
Yes, and, so yes, apparently there's this new pop star who's going to be performing, who's apparently the biggest pop star in Equestria, who we haven't heard until now.
Yeah.
And it's not Sapphire Shores.
Yeah, no, it's bigger than
bigger than
Shores.
Sapphire
Yeah.
Shores, and yet...
And that somehow makes it okay.
It's just... Wait, what do you mean you haven't heard of literally the most famous pony in Equestria? Like, that's how they pretty much treated her.
Yeah.
So, Jesus.
Yeah, but I think everyone's gotten that.
We've
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
through 5 seasons and not one mention of this character, not even a reference somewhere. Or...
Yeah, but it's like, I still have trouble figuring out who the heck Ariana Grande is, so...
Yeah.
Is that something you get from Starbucks?
I don't know.
Honestly, that sounds like the reference they were going for with this
Yeah,
episode.
but anyways, it's I think everyone's gone through that. Wait a minute, how do you not know who this person is?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's actually kind of funny. When I got into the Marine Corps band, for the longest time, I didn't know who Frank Sinatra was.
What?
Yes.
He does
I got all the way into the Marine Corps band, and I had no idea who Frank Sinatra was.
Wow.
How much flack did you get for that?
They were understanding.
Let's put it at that.
Reasonably understand.
Let's put it at that.
I always had the easy fallback. I grew up in Kenya, like, okay.
Okay.
I had that easy fallback.
Yeah.
So we have Countess
Calamari.
Calamari.
California.
Kilimanjaro?
Kilimanjaro. Yes.
Count Kilimanjaro.
Countess Cauliflower.
We're just not even gonna refer to it. We're just gonna go with that. Okay.
Let's just call her Rara.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's call it Rara.
Okay, fine.
When I
Rara.
first heard Rara, I'm not sure if anybody else thought this, but when I hear Rara, I think, wait, Rara, as in rarity? That, like, people refer to rarity as Rara, like, just like in passing. Maybe it's just me. I've seen people do that.
I saw a picture where it's just like it's Applejack hugging Rara, and Rarity's just like, I thought I was your Rara. Ship.
They already had the honeymoon tape. Come on.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
So this Rara person comes into town, and they make this cute little backstory of how she was like Applejack's bestest friend growing up, who we have never heard about up until now.
Hey,
Yeah.
calm yourself, it was adorable.
It was.
very adorable.
It was adorable, and I kind of split on the believability of it. I mean, on one hand, she did mention that they started talking to each other less and less through the years, but on the other hand, it's if you get a good gig, you're gonna want to if you get like a good audition, or if you get like you're gonna want to tell everyone.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, her manager was basically running her life, and she was kind of like, I could easily imagine that the manager would be like, you don't have time to worry about those trivia Ponyville ponies.
I just want to state for the record, the manager. There are the villains. and then there's this guy.
Yeah.
That's how far off on the spectrum he is. We have people who want to destroy the world. We have this douchebag over
The
here.
most evil character this show has produced.
Honestly, he really reminded me of Suri Polomare. You
No,
gotta get ahead in this
no.
world.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
do anything you
Yeah,
can
you
to
know,
get it.
there
I
is the
buy that.
relation. I see the relation
Yeah,
there.
I was actually kind of shocked that this was an Applejack episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was too.
That was the
Applejack was in
first-
the background to this. She really was a background character in this.
That
This
was
was
like
basically a rah-rah episode.
Yeah, but I was shocked that they were doing this kind of moral with Applejack.
Yeah, exactly.
I was really pleasantly surprised.
I've seen Power Rangers do this sort of trope where it's just like, oh, you're going to be popular now, you're going to do all this and that, forget all your friends. And I'm like, wait a minute. So if this was going to be like that, wouldn't it basically be like Sweet and Elite, but instead with Applejack? Wouldn't it be something like that if that's what the route they were going to go with?
Kinda.
Something
I
like
kind
that.
of see the resemblance there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, it's one thing that I am so glad they didn't do this cliche. But when Applejack said hi to Rara, I was like, oh hey, I know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool surprise.
I'm just like, yes, they
actually
didn't go for the easy moral.
Yeah.
They didn't go for the easy moral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made Rara actually look like an actual character. They didn't
Yes.
make her a caricature.
Yeah.
One,
Other than which can't be said for some other characters in this episode.
but like with like some, what was I gonna say? With this character is like, and this sort of way she's portrayed, it's sort of like a thing which I've been seeing with MLP recently is they make like sort of realistic, like compared to what every other TV show does with characters, does with stereotypes. It's always with like the generic stereotype stuff. Oh, this character is going to do this in this situation, because that's what their stereotype says. Like,
Yeah.
this is an example of a character who, yeah, they're going to remember something from their childhood. They're not robots. They
Yeah.
don't shut their childhood out of their mind. If they say, oh, hey, do you remember me? It's just like, yeah, I do remember you. And that's
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I know, that's really good, and that's what just kind of boggles my mind about this show. It's like it just breaks the mold with so many characters, but with other characters, they just fall into such trite cliches.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
Absolutely.
That's very true.
Yeah, because I thought when we were watching this, I'm like, wait a minute, is this an Amy Keaton Rogers episode or the start of somebody's fan?
Yeah.
My character has known Applejack for a long time and is now super popular.
But I remember when they were doing that little campfire, that little like Girl Scout song, and she was singing for the audience. I'm like,
That's not a voice that should belong to a little
Yeah,
kid.
that's
exactly.
the first thought I had. Is just like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a joke. She's just gonna have like a sort of crappy, I'm a child singing. Like the same thing. She like upgraded. She
Yeah.
like upgraded.
it's like it's like that was a great voice, and
Yeah.
as soon as I just kept listening to it, I'm like, okay, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly. I kind of pushed it to the back
Yeah.
of my mind. I'm just like, I don't care.
And
That it's not a kid singing.
That's how you can tell if something is great. It's just
Oh, yeah.
if it shuts down your brain from making on the run criticism.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
And the voice of whoever was doing it was Lena.
She was really, really good.
Lena
I was
Hall,
shocked.
yeah. Lena Hall did an amazing job. I think she sung I think just as good, if not somewhat maybe better than some of the singers that we have in the show so far. Like I have not heard someone belt like that.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
girl.
Rebecca Joycat was like a close second,
Yeah.
but this is just like
Oh yeah, she's good.
nailed it.
She has
And
pipes.
the thing
Oh.
isn't Lena Hall like a Broadway singer?
Yes, she is. She has the pipes for it too. I noticed that. But what was funny too, I love this part. So when they finally set up the stage and you have Ra come out, which by the way, Ra, because the thing with Lady Gaga, Gaga. This whole episode was a Lady Gaga reference. She was a Lady Gaga pony who went back to normal. But it was funny though because I'm like, oh, she's gonna get to sing again. I cannot wait to do this. What is going on? What is with all the dubstep and the dancing guys and what is going on?
That was
It's a Lady
really
Gaga
jarring.
pony.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god! But again, it was so awesome.
But it was a good song.
It was good.
I was just just sitting there,
Like,
like
that's not my kind of.
Why
music.
do I like this?
Yeah, exactly.
and you thought like the dancers for like what is it? What was her name? Sassy Saddles or whatever. What was
Yeah.
it? You thought the dancers for that were suggestive. These guys were just like bumping and grinding. I'm like, this is a kids show.
Yeah, but-
right?
Yeah.
Is that
That entire scene was a really good example of imagine an adult coming in and watching a show. It's just like, are you sure this is my little party?
Yes.
This is not what I grew up with.
Yeah, another thought that was going through my mind during this sequence, like, oh, so that's why it took so long for this season to come out.
And also, didn't one of them kind of look like Flash Sentry?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Don't imagine all the fan art now. There's gonna be
You have a waifu stealer bumping and grinding. That does not sound good.
No. He's teaching you how to steal other ones. But then we find out that the manager is like the biggest dick ever. Like if you imagine like the worst like manager ever, like you've seen him in every movie, but it is like ×3 in this. Like we're all just sitting there in the crowd. By the way, we watched this live today, and everybody, I could see people around me just like, how dare you! How dare you talk to Pinkie Pie like that?
Yeah.
Like how dare you
How
talk to
dare you? Like,
Scaring the little girl?
Scaring the little girl!
alright.
But we just could not, I just can't figure out how he was that horrible and that controlling and horrible to everyone else, and she never caught wind of it.
The thing is though, he got her break in like the music industry. So you gotta believe she would be really forgiving about this kind of stuff. She'd be like, okay,
What kind of Stockholm Syndrome crap?
look,
Here's
you got
the
me
thing,
my
though.
job, and now I'm the biggest star in the world. Like, just go with it.
I honestly see it as the kind of thing where he does some of his nastiest things outside of her field of vision.
Yeah, that's why
And
they
when
need-
he's near her, it's a little bit lighter, so she kind of just chalks it up to, oh, he's just being a manager.
The tactics that they used for that plan, though, were really smart, though, I have to say. Like, just, but it's putting it up on, like, the screen. I'm like, what kind of spell does that?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there, like, looking at my spell book. How?
Guardian Leviosa.
No, that's not it.
I'm not sure if this is creative cinematography or cheating. It's probably cheating, but like, of course, there's the shot of like Pinkie and the guy from a distance, which is what is projected. That very same scene is like earlier, and that's where Twilight is like quote unquote recording that scene. So I'm thinking like, ooh, was it clever cinematography in having the camera be where Twilight's eyes would be, or is it laziness because they just wanted to reuse the same shot?
Yeah, I kind of had that scene. I kind of had remember
Porque la dos?
the scene for the first episode of Ruby. It's the Autarch made the commentary. It's like, those security cameras have some really great cinematography.
There's a lot of things that fall under that. Yeah.
So then when it comes to, at least I think my first problem with this episode, it goes by really quickly. Like, we established that the guy's a dick. We get that right off the bat. But then we cut to, like, him getting busted. And I'm like,
He
wait.
gets crushed so
Like, how
fast.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he just gets swept under the rug. It's just like, hi, I'm the villain. And he's down.
Yeah, but
But we got good music.
yes, exactly. It was- they wanted to focus as little on that as possible to get like the good stuff. Here's some good stuff. All right, we need to do some plot stuff so the next good stuff can happen.
Yeah, just get that out of the way so so we can milk our
Yeah.
guest star for all she's worth.
Oh, do you want to?
But here's the other thing, though. I'm honestly not all that bothered that they got that sort of plot point, and rushed it, because I've seen in this show where they've really dragged it too.
Or they've even rushed it even quicker as something magical mystery cure.
Yeah,
But
also,
then-
one of the cool things, they didn't try and reform the manager.
Oh, thank God.
Thank
They can't
God.
reform that kind of evil.
Especially not in 22 minutes when you're compiling it against all that other.
Yeah, so they just didn't bother.
Yeah, screw him. He's evil. He's forever evil.
He doesn't even get his comeuppance. He's just like, whatever, and he just walks off. I'm like, can't we get some kind of revenge?
Can a rock just fall on him during the credits?
Can both biceps
where's
just
Tom?
pick him up and
Where's
just
Tom?
squeeze him until his back breaks? I don't know. But
Where's
then
Tom?
that brings us to
Wait. First of all, I just want to mention something that's kind of silly, but it's another sort of like realism thing, which I like about MLP, as I was mentioning earlier. But first of all, you've got the scene where Applejack and Rara like conversing, and then Applejack says, "Oh, your manager's being an asshole," and
She was a little too quick to defend him.
Yeah,
and she was
yeah.
a little
She was
too
just like-
quick to break off the friendship.
yeah, that I felt was sort of unrealistic. It's just like, no,
Yeah.
don't call me Rara. You're not my friend anymore.
That was a little too fast.
The very next scene, though, like Applejack tries to like approach her again, and she's just like, "All right, fine, I'll listen to you." That's realistic. Like, you don't just like forever hold a grudge. Like that's
Exactly.
that's dumb.
that was good. I liked how they
That
did
was
that.
very good.
Yeah.
So through all this, the manager's gone. We give the final performance of the night. Now this is the part where everybody has been waiting for. Everybody's been waiting for this episode for one thing: the animatic of the song that they did at the end with Lena Hall is.
Oh, I never saw
I
that.
didn't see it.
I didn't know.
see it.
Okay, well they spoiled this like ages ago, and we're just
Yeah,
like,
they
oh,
did.
what episode is this going to be a part of? Then they showed it, and it looks even better. Like
Oh, it
they
looks
refined
phenomenal.
it, and it's easily one of the best songs they've ever put on for the show.
There
Like,
were people
it was
crying in the
really-
crowd.
Yes, there were.
I was
so powerful.
very
I was getting
emotional.
teary-eyed.
I was
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it was so good, and I've not had a song do that like in a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how good it was.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what the heck?
Yeah.
It's like
I
I
love
was
the fact
blown
that
away.
I love the fact that the unicorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like
put
their own
their-
version
Yeah,
of lighters.
the entire audience, like, since during the live screening, the audience laughed at that piece. Just like, look, they're doing the thing.
I'm surprised they weren't like swaying their heads.
Oh,
from
they
left to
should
right.
have. They
Should
should
have. That'd have been perfect.
Yeah. Then they threw in like another bonus song, which I guess
It was like a sort of semi-reprise of the very first one.
It honestly sounded like almost like the equestrian national anthem. to me.
Yeah.
That's the closest we're probably gonna get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the episode like ends like Rama brings Applejack on stage. They have that moment, just like episode over. I'm like, wait, it's over already? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Looks like
it's
it's-
Oh yeah, there was one point that I'm just a little confused about. It was the point you know when Ra basically took up Applejack's bed and said, "Hey, I think we should cancel the charity concert." And then after that, and after that, Ra says, "You know, I cannot believe it. You're my manager. You should have known that I wouldn't do that."
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "That's a good point."
Yeah, exactly.
It was a clever psychology there. I
Reverse
think.
psychology there.
I'm just like, you should have known. Yeah, he should have known that.
Yeah.
Wow, she would be great at CinemaSins.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I guess we can all agree that this is a great episode.
Absolutely.
Yes. That was a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good
just
episode.
tiny nitpicks.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's just like, it was really well woven together. The songs were top notch. The
Crappy villain, but they knew how
Crappy
crappy he
villain,
was.
yeah.
They knew how crappy he
It's
was.
just, yeah,
So
exactly.
that brings me to a question that we're gonna end this on. What was the best Amy Keating Rogers episode this season?
Implying I know which.
We have Crusaders of the Lost Mark. We have what was one of the Rarity episodes? I think it was Camelot.
Rarity Investigates, Camelot Boutique, and
Got my phone finally working.
Okay, yeah.
So season 5. Okay. Oh, okay. Lost Treasure of Griffinstone.
Oh, really?
That's the first one.
I forgot about that one.
She did do Crusaders.
No, she didn't do. Didn't. Okay.
She did Crusaders of the Lost Mark.
Canterlot Boutique.
Okay.
That was the one.
That was the
Yeah.
one. And then Crusaders of the Lost Mark,
And that's about it.
and this episode. So out of the 4, which was the best one?
This one.
Fourth one?
I would say main attraction.
Man,
I would say this one too, but I will say she did the best of the map episodes. I do.
yeah, I'm gonna go with main attraction. I
Yeah.
think Camelot Boutique was really good. How they were able to do that. How they made Rarity like look good. Crusaders of the Lost Mark. Oh, it was a good one. You know, they were able to perform the MTR and they got the CMC's key marks finally.
Yeah.
I'm glad Amy Keating Rogers was the one to do that.
Mhm.
And Lost
Yeah.
Treasure of Griffinstone was a great episode. I thought.
It was a good one.
The main attraction is the best one.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think. The Caroline Boutique's a good episode, but against this?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is really
Yeah.
hard to beat. And
It's very much
just think. Next week is the finale.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Find Me in the Alps, here we go.
How are they going to top this?
Oh goodness. Well, like,
Okay,
really hope
yeah,
they
but
don't-
here's the thing. Anthony C pointed this out, but he pointed this out as a negative. I kind of see this as a positive. He pointed out that so many character arcs are closing
oh,
at the end of this season, and I'm just thinking, you know, when a character arc closes, it's like that scene. It's like that scene from Tangled. I've all my life I've dreamed of this moment. What do I do now? Well, that's a good part, I guess. You got to find a new dream.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking, what is going to happen in this finale?
The biggest dick move they could do is at the end of part 2 and ends on a cliffhanger. And then we have to wait a whole year.
I want that to happen. I want that to happen.
That would make everyone scream.
I want that
The
to
entire
happen.
fandom would scream in pain.
Burn. The fandom would go
God.
on
Meanwhile,
fire.
Gravity Falls will be like, ha 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 ha, come die with us too.
It's just like I'd just be looking at MLP. It's like, come to our club.
Yeah,
You know,
join the club of shows that are like going on hiatus.
Oh Jesus.
But yes, I think that takes care of that. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Go definitely subscribe to all these people. See you on the flip side.
Bye bye. Peace out, Dragon.
Yeah. Gonna try to bro hoof the camera. Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna knock your camera off, dude.
That was the I was going for a joke. God damn it! You ruined everything. You ruined everything.
all children in the audience, cover your eyes.
You gotta be kidding me. Don't do this. Watch out! Watch out!